Very good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Do you have any other programs to participate today? Anyway, we'll start the class. Welcome to this online artificial intelligence class, session 9. So in this class, what is that we are trying to do is we are trying to just have an intuition towards tic-tac-toe game again, and we'll also see how many ways of implementation of tic-tac-toe game is there in our syllabus. If you wish to implement this tic-tac-toe game, we have almost more than 25 different types of implementing the system. In our syllabus, we have three ways of implementing this tic-tac-toe game. So we will just start what exactly we have done. See, I have organized this class like this. I'm just restricting the summary of the last session to this tic-tac-toe game. What is that we have studied in this last tic-tac-toe game is we can represent this tic-tac-toe game in the matrix of 3 by 3 form, and you have 9 positions like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 positions are there in your tic-tac-toe game, and the number of values that you can keep in them is 3 values. It can be blank, it can be a player A and the player B, because 2 people are playing. So whenever your board is free, you can mark it as blank, and we will see an introduction to the tic-tac-toe game and the implementation aspect. How can you implement, what is the reason this tic-tac-toe game is very important? How can you implement this, and what are the different ways of implementation? That's what we are going to do. So I said the last class when we have taken, the summary is something like this. We can implement this tic-tac-toe game by using this 3 by 3 matrix. That most of the people know this. 3 by 3 means we have 9 positions. We can call the position starting with 0 or starting with 1. Your textbook says it will start with 1, because every time when I use the number of positions in the next rates, I will be starting with 1, 2, 3, something like that. So what should be the values that can be kept in that matrix is how you implement this program. When you implement this, I need to have a blank to represent nothing was there in your cell. I need some value to represent for A. I need some value that has to be represented for B also. So this is what we have done in the last few classes. When you talk about tic-tac-toe game, you're thinking like this, like we have something like 2 players will be playing a game, and we can represent this in 3 by 3 matrix. And since it is a 2 player game, somebody can play first and then the opponent will play, and you can have a third step like this. So there is a chance that A can win. So to defer the winning of A, B will be kept here. Again, there is a chance that B can win in this row wise. So obviously there is A has a chance to, so that A can keep itself it's here. So there is a chance that A can win in this second column. So obviously now the turn is B, so a B can be kept here. So in order to win the next strategy, what that we do is we can keep this A here. Again, every time when a B plays, it has to defer the winning of A. So obviously B will be kept here. Slowly, what will happen? There is only one option A can play here. The output is a tie. So the question is, how many different ways of implementing this tic-tac-toe game is there? That's what I have written here. Can somebody unmute yourself and answer this question? How many ways of implementing this tic-tac-toe game as per your perception is concerned? Can somebody unmute yourself and answer this query? Like how can, in what ways we can implement this tic-tac-toe game? Hello?
Quick.
Please.
Quick.
By checking diagonally, column-wise and row-wise whether the elements are the same or not.
Yes, what you said is right. But how many different parameters are there in representing tic-tac-toe game? Let's see here. See, these three. How many are there? So 3 by 3 matrix is there, and there are two things like some positions are there and some values are there. How many different values are needed?
3.
3 values.
Can you see? Can you say that the position is one? Just tell me. Just mark this. Every time, can you say that this is a position one? Can you say that this is position two? Can you say that this is position three? This is position four. Actually, you need to unmute yourself. This is position 5. This is position 6. There is some disturbance on YouTube. My question is very simple. Just tell me, can the positions are fixed? Can you change the positions? This is position 1. This is position 2. This is position 3. This is position 4. This is position 5. This is position 6. And 7, 8, 9 will come. Is it necessary that we have to use the same sequence of positions?
No,
sir.
sir.
What
Blank
you
is represented as 2, player A is represented as 3, player B is represented as 5.
You can do that. But you need to understand 2, 3, 5 are the values, not the positions. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are the positions. These are the positions. Indirectly, what is that I am telling is all this 1 is a cell number, 2 is a cell number, 3 is a cell number. So you can keep a here. You said a value is 2, so a is a value. So just you can understand here then. So how many ways of implementing tic-tac-toe game? If somebody asks me, there are only 2 values that can be changed here. Either the value of A, B or blank has to change, or you can also change the positions also. We will see how the position will change at the later stage of the class. So last class, if somebody remember, can we take the blank value as 0 and A value as 1 and B value as 2?
Yes, sir.
Yes, if you take A value as 1 and B value as 2 and your blank value as 0, what type of number system it is?
Ternary.
What you said is right, ternary number. So ternary number will have 3 digits like 0, 1, 2. Binary number you have 2 digits 0, 1. Slowly you have octadecimal number, you have 8 digits starting with 0 or something like that. Hexadecimal you have 16. So all this you know. So what can happen when you represent this tic-tac-toe game and play this tic-tac-toe game by using ternary representation? Can somebody assume what is the initial state of your tic-tac-toe game? What will be there in the initial state? Nothing was there. How many cells are there in this tic-tac-toe game?
9.
9. So you have 3 zeros, 3 zeros and 3 zeros. Is it right what I have written? Initially nothing will be there. And what can be the next state? Can this be a next state? Is it possible the next state can come here? Like this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, because one has played and one has kept itself here 1 to second position it was there. How many ways A can play first actually? How many different positions are there to keep this one?
9.
9.
9 ways. Okay. How many values are there? How many
Two.
values? 0 is a value, 1 is a value, and 2 is also a value. Is it right? See, A did not start. Assume that 2 has started. 2 means B has started. How many ways this 2 will have is also 9. Is it right? So
Yes, sir.
when you statically representing and implementing this game, how many different positions you can get when both players? See, I assume that this is the next state. When the next state is this, just trying to increase this one. It will take some time to understand this. See, this is what your earlier state was. This is the first state. Assume this is the first state, and this is the second state. What can be the next state? 2 has played the game. Who has to play next?
1.
1. So assume that 1 is playing like this. So 1 has played like this. Is this valid? The next state is valid?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is valid. So need some. So now every time, what is that we do is we represent the tic-tac-toe game in the terms of values only. So values means 0 is for a blank, 1 is for A, and 2 is for your B. So if you wish to explore the number of next states or present states, how many will come like this? Manually, if somebody want to see, your system is there. Your system is trying to implement a tic-tac-toe game by using a ternary representation. So when you wish to represent this in a ternary representation, you said you are using 0, 1, 2. 0 is for a blank, 1 is for A, and 2 is for B. So how many different states you can get? Because number of cells are 9, number of values are 3. See, in a binary digit, like you have only zeros and ones. When you have assume that you have 3 different states, how many different possibilities you will get is 2 power 3. Is it right? Same here, you have 9 different type of values, positions, and 3 different values. How many different rules you can write? See, what can be the next state? Like it can this is valid? Just tell me. This is valid. Just a minute. I'm just typing this. It will take some time to understand, but this same class we just repeat tomorrow also. But see whether this part I have written is right or wrong. Is it a valid state?
Yes, sir.
Yes. See how many different types of states can be formed actually if you move like this? Because I started with 2, you can start with 1. 2 can be in any position, any one of the 9 positions. Is it right? So if you move from present state to next state and the transitions you start and manually or you wish to have a table like this, how many positions you have to explore like this? How many different positions you will get? 3 values are there and 9 positions are there. So how many different states you can get if you go on having this type of you go for a look ahead table like this? How many different types of states you can have at different positions? See, your computer, you have written a program where you need to find out what is the present state and what is the next state statically. So for this present state, how many next states will be there. Can I say you have how many different states are? Is it something about around 2 power 3? Is it right? Or is it something around 3 power 9?
3 power 9.
Why 3 power 9?
Because there are uh, three types of values and 9 positions.
What you said is right. When your computer has to implement this tic-tac-toe game in the terms of ternary representation, what will happen is it needs to represent this many number of states, this many number 3 power 9, it will come around 19,500 or something. So every time when you move from one state to other state, you have to check where is the other state and you need to find out where is the next state. So if you see the textbook, it will be like this. So indexing can be the starting with 0 to you can have any number of indexes, because I said how many rules can be there in 3 power 9. 3 power 9 means 19,600 will come. So you can start with 0 here. Just trying to highlight. You can start with 0 here. You will get 3 power 9, because it starts with 1. Will get 3 power 9 minus 1, different type of indexes. For this current board, you need to have this new board representation. Slowly, if you wish to go, what will happen? Can you tell me what exactly is the problem when you represent this in the terms of ternary representation? I can tell like this. If somebody asks me what is the problem if you represent blank with 0 and A with 1 and B with 2 is, every time I need to explore all these values of 3 power 9, what is the next state? What is the current state and how many possible next states are there? Then if you finalize the next state, what are the other possible moves? It's very difficult, like it is consuming more memory, because we have taken a data structure of like this, where it can store the current position as well as new board position, then it has to play. So the first method of tic-tac-toe game, by the time you reach this point of this class, we need to understand tic-tac-toe game. The first method that was there in the textbook is how do you play the game by using a ternary representation. The condition that was kept in this textbook is you need to store all the different types of systems. Like this is the first snapshot of your tic-tac-toe game, and what can be the next possibilities. If you say that this is the next possibilities, you need to find out where this next board position is there, where the corresponding next board position is. So obviously when you have to represent all these positions, what will happen is, since you have 3 values and 9 different positions, you will get 3 power 9 different types of states. Every time when you are moving from one state to other state, this 3 power 9 values states has to be explored, and based on that you have to move. It is a time consuming process, as well as this space requirement is also there. So that is the reason. What can be the next method? Some people has told already. What is the next method that we have discussed in earlier classes? The second method is, can you change the values of blank A and B? So first method also, you are only talking about values of A and B and blank. The second method also, what is that we have done is, we have changed the values of the blank A and B. So obviously what will happen here, just assume that A has started playing the game like this. So what will be the value of value that has to be kept here is 3. Then assume that next step is played by B. So the value can be 5 here. Initially, what was the values? Initially, the values that are kept in this table are 2. Initially, this is what the snapshot is. Once A has played, A value is 3, so I have kept this 3 value here, and assume that B has played here, and B value is kept as 5 here. And the next step has to be moved by A, so A will be here. So A value you said is 3, so 3 will be here. So 3 steps are completed. There is every chance that somebody can win. Once 3 steps are completed by both individual people, in total by both people, there is every chance that somebody can win here. So who can win at this moment?
3.
Yes, 3 you said A. So what is the critical point, critical value now where your B has to be placed actually?
The first position.
First position. How do you know that that is the first position?
Value is 18.
What you said is right. So your value you are getting here is 18 is what your critical value is. This value will tell you that somebody is going to win. That value is your 3 into 2. It's very important here. So once you just have this threshold value, what is that you need to understand is that is what the alert for 5, and what is that it has to do is it will keep a B here. It will keep a B here. Which will, what is the value of B is 3, 5. So 5 will be there. So what is the next step now?
Placing 3 in middle of the first row.
Yes. How does your system will know that you have to place here in the middle of the first row?
The value will be 50.
Yes, what you said is right. So the value is 50 because you are getting like this. Again, I have to use this pointer. So you are getting a value which is 50. Obviously, when you get a 50, the meaning is 5 is going to win. So this 2 can be replaced with B so that it can defer the winning of A. So the next step, what you said is right. So this value you have to keep it as A. So A value is 3. So assume that B has played here, and B value is 5. Again, you have a critical point like this, like 5 into 5 into 2 was there. So that is alert for A. So this is what it is. But can somebody remember what is the output of artificial intelligence actually? Can somebody remember what the output of artificial intelligence is?
To design an expert system.
What is the role of an expert system? Is it prediction or any other output is there?
Predicting the data.
Prediction.
What you said is right. It has to go for prediction. Is it right? What is the difference between the first method and second method? Can somebody tell me now?
In this method, there are no 3 power 9 out states.
Yes. What you said is right. Then what is that instead of the 3 power 9? What values you are computing actually? Or every time how many values? How many values you are computing? Can somebody tell me?
8 values.
So every time what is that you do is you are computing how many values means 3 rows, 3 columns and 2 diagonals. So every time 3 plus 3 plus 2. So 8 values you are computing. In these 8 values, when you get 18, that is an alert. See, if you get 18, the meaning is 3 is going to win. What is the other value? 5 into 5 into 2, that value is 50. So every time what is that you do is you have to compute these 8 values. In these 8 values, if you get 18 or 50, you have to stop. When you have a 50, the meaning is B is going to win. So you need to keep a 3 there so that B cannot win. If you are getting 18 means A is going to win. So is there any intelligence difference in between the first one and the second one? Which is better? Can somebody tell me which is better actually? The second method is better or the first one is better?
Second method.
Second one.
Second method is better. The reason is every time it is alerting you that the opponent is getting to win. See, if you assume that you are A, obviously every time you get a value 50, this is what the alert is. Assume that you are B, every time you get a value of 18, there is an alert. Apart from these 2 values, you are not bothered about all the other 6 values. Why we need to compute 8 values every time? Why we need to, for every step, compute 8 values?
To check whether it is.
Yes, what you said is right. See, 8 values means row wise, 3 values you have to compute like this. Column wise, you have to compute 3 values. So 3 plus 3 is 6. Diagonal wise, you have to compute 2 values. So 3 plus 3 plus 2, every time you have to compute 8 values. In this 8 values, if you have 18 and 50, that is an alert message, then you need to see that you can defer the winning of the opponent. This is the difference between the first and the second method. But what is common in the first method and second method is you are only talking about values of the A, B and blank. You are only talking about values. In the first method, the value of blank is 0. Second method, value of blank is 2. In the first method, 0, 1, 2 you have taken. In the second method, you have taken 2, 3, 5. So what is the advantage that you get in the second method is you are getting some alert message. So obviously you are getting alerted whenever opponent is going to win. But if you remember the initial definitions of artificial intelligence, I said artificial intelligence is the way in which you mimic the human nature. It is the way in which a computer can be trying to exhibit intelligence, but the output of artificial intelligence is a predictor. What is the next step I have to play so that I will win now? Is a predictor. What is the next step A has to play so that A has to win? Is a predictor. But the second method is exhibiting some intelligence because every time it is computing 8 values and checking whether there is an alert or not. Every time it is computing these 8 values and seeing whether A is going to win or B is going to win, and it's going to differ. First method, there is no intelligence. Second method, there is an intelligence. The reason is you are computing all the 8 values and every time you are finding somebody is going to win. But you have a third method. See, tomorrow also you will discuss the second method and the third method in detailed manner again, because I will come with an algorithm tomorrow for this second method. But our third method talks about instead of changing the values of A and B and blank, better to change the positions itself. How many positions are there in your tic-tac-toe game?
9.
9. Instead of
9.
yes, what you said is instead of taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sequentially, can you change the positions in such a way that every time there is no need to compute the values with respect to positions? See, what is that they have done is they have found a magic square in such a way that every time when you count the values, you add the values, you will get a value called as 15. Just see here, we have a magic square in this one. This is what the traditional way that we have done till now. first two approaches has used this methodology like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But this third methodology says what will happen if you change the positions in such a way that you count them row wise, you get 15. 8 plus 1 plus 6 is 15. 3 plus 5 plus 7 is 15. 4 plus 9 plus 2 is 15. Even you count in the column wise also, you'll get 15. 8 plus 3 is plus 4 is 15. 1 plus 5 plus 9 is 15. 6 plus 7 plus 2 is 15. Even in the terms of diagonals also. And disturbance also. So what does your magic square tells you is, instead of changing the values of a blank A and B, it is better to change the positions, then you have a better classifier. That's what it is telling. So you compute row wise or column wise or in the terms of diagonal element. 8 plus 5 plus 2 is 15. 4 plus 5 plus 6 is 15. Whether you compute the values in the terms of row wise or column wise or diagonal wise, you get a value called as 50. So now at this point I need somebody to differentiate the first two and the third one. What is the difference between the first two methods and the third method? What is the difference between the first two methods and the third method? Can somebody tell me? This is
In
the
third
third.
method,
Please.
we are dealing with positions, not with the values.
Position changes. Is it right? What you said is right. In the first two methods, this is the first method and second method. This is first and two. This is your third method. First two methods, the traditional way of storing the values was used. Like every time you use a arrays 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it will be there. In Pascal, you start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is a sequential way of storing. The first two methods talks about values of blank and values of your A's and B's. But this third method talks about what will happen if you change the positions itself. 8 position will be the first position. Second position will be 1. So you change the positions. Can you have a better way of playing or not? This is what it is. So what is that we do now is just I'm going to the next slide to show how this game can be played now. So this is what the magic square is. Restructured positions. The positions are restructured. And assume that A has played the first move. Assume that A has played the first move. And B will be playing next. What is the position of A? What is the position of A with respect? Can somebody tell me what is the position of A? 5. What is it is right? 5. So I'm assuming that B is going to next play, and I will keep this. I just assume that B is here. What is the value of B now? What is the position of B? Is
6.
6. What is that is right. What is the total count of any position with respect to row or column or diagonal? What is the total count value with respect to position?
15.
What you said is right, 15. So now who has to play the game now?
A.
A. So for A, what is that you do? What is that you have to do is, how many values of B are there? How many positions of B are complete? Only one position. That position is 6. Is it right? What is 15 minus 6?
9.
9. You keep a 9 here. So what is that you are telling indirectly is, in the 9th position you keep A. What is the 9th position? 9th position is here. So your system says you keep A here. Now who has to play the game? B. Is it right?
Yes,
So,
B. Yes, sir.
so what is the total of all the positions of A now? 5 plus 9, how much it is?
14.
14.
14.
What is 15 minus 14?
1.
1.
1. Where is 1? 1 is here. So your system says you play 1 here. One position is here. So obviously your B is kept here. See, this is a very important class and I'm getting some disturbance. Anyway, so B has played. And now, whose turn it is now?
A.
A's turn. So A is here. So whenever you are playing A, you need to consider the positions of B. See, I'm getting some disturbance again. Just unmute. Okay. So when who has to play now? B or A?
A.
A. Okay. Whenever A has to play, it has to consider the positions of B, 6 and 1. What is 6 plus 1 is 7. What is 15 minus 7? 8. So 8 is what, where you have to keep this A. A is here. Is it right? 2 B's are there. You need to keep A to defer the winning of B. Again, you come to B has to play the game. But if you compute the total, what is that you are getting here is 5 plus 9 plus 8, 17 plus 15. It is more than 5 plus 9, 14, 14 plus 8. It is 22. 22 is more than 15. So you add any of the two now. 5 plus 9 is 14. 15 minus 14, 1 is already filled. So 5 plus 8 is 13. So 15 minus 13 is how much?
2.
2.
Two.
So you keep a 2. You keep a 2 here. So 2 is here, so you have to keep a B here. So now by the time we are reaching here, so who has to play the game now? Now is A, is it right?
A.
Yeah. So whenever A is playing, it has to consider the positions of B. B positions are 6, 1, 2. You add them. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. 15 minus 9 is how much?
6.
6 is already filled, so you cannot do that. 6 plus 1 is 7. 15 minus 7 is how much? 8. Is it right? 8 is already filled. Then what is the value of A now? Where exactly A has to be placed actually?
7.
What is that is 7? How you are getting that 7?
6 plus 2.
6 plus 2, 8. 8.
So 15 minus 8 is 7. So what you said is right. And you have to play A here to defer. So now by the time you have to understand now, what is the difference between the second approach and third approach now? Is it the third approach is prediction? Because every time when you are playing, you are only playing based on your computer sessions, is it right? What is the difference between the second approach and the third approach? Can somebody unmute yourself and answer this? Hello?
Here we are computing based on the positions.
Yes. So if you use positions, what is the advantage you get? Are you building a predictor? Are you predicting what the next step is?
Yes.
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 Yes. Does the computing has reduced?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The reason is every
sir.
time in the second method you are computing 8 times. Here you are only concerned about the indexes of the opponent. When you are computing something for A, you are only considering the positions of B. You are not considering the values itself. So what is the difference between the first two and three is in first one and second one, what is the common is the representation is common. These L's are numbered from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What was not common in the first and second one is the first one you have something called as 0 represented for a blank. In the second representation you have two value that was given for a blank. The third representation is a representation which is predicting something. What can be the next step so that I will win? So how you are getting that is how you subtract the values 15 minus the opponent's values, then you are getting this all these values. So you need to understand, because tomorrow again I will be coming with a different PowerPoint which will which will use these three slides. Like second method, we will understand the second method in the terms of implementation. I will come with an algorithm. The third method also will take a few examples so that this magic square can be understood better, because first time when people are listening to this, it will take some time to understand. But my interest of this class is to introduce that there are different ways of implementing this tic-tac-toe game. Two methods are very important. The first method thinks about the values of A's, B's and blanks. The second method talks about the positions of the tic-tac-toe game. And we go to the next slide. Like this can be answered by somebody. This is already answered by so many people. What are the threshold conditions when tic-tac-toe game was implemented by assigning values 2, 3, 5 for a blank player A, and what are the values?
18 and 50.
18 and 50. What is it? What is the disadvantage of the first method, which is representing tic-tac-toe game in the terms of ternary number?
We have to explore more states.
Yes. More in the terms of 3 power 9 every time when you are moving from one state to another state. So how the implementation of tic-tac-toe game was classified means two ways it was classified. The first way is the values. The second way is the positions. You can change the values. That is one way. You can change the positions. It is the second way. If you change the positions, you get a predictor. If you are changing the values, you are exhibiting some intelligence. Second method, you are computing 18 and 50 every time when it was 18 or 50, then it shows some intelligence. You can say that a system which exhibits intelligence in is an AI system, so the second method is intelligent. But the third method you have done is a predictor. So every time when we are discussing this type of classes, you need to come with paper and pen, just write something so that the classes can be precise and understood properly, because all this we do on the blackboard and then we'll just ask the students in the class, but this is not happening because we are virtually somewhere. And this is what it is. So the summary of the class is very simple. You have seen three different methods to implement tic-tac-toe game. First two methods are bothered about your values of A's, B's and blank. This last method is only thinking about the change of positions. So once you change the positions, you are getting a predictor. Once you change the values, your intelligence from the first to second step is getting increased. So I said at the starting of the class, we have almost 21 different types of ways of implementing this tic-tac-toe game. So last class I just brought also the implementation. In the next class we'll see the implementation of tic-tac-toe game by using Python. But many different programs are available outside, and if you have intuition or if you have interest to develop this type of game, just contact me. And if you have any questions, just unmute yourself and you can ask the questions now.
Sir,
Please.
in the second method,
Yes.
sorry, sir, in the third method, magic sphere is given in advance, sir.
Advance means actually many, see, the other interest is there are different ways of implementing this tic-tac-toe game. One method has taken out of 21 is magic square was already given. Magic square will be there. Then how do you play the game? So magic square was already discovered. So if you type magic square in your Google also will get this by 3 by 3 matrix. But interest is how to use the magic square to implement tic-tac-toe game. So magic square will be given.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
But you need to understand, you need to think in the terms of how do you implement these games, because implementation is very important. If you talk to your seniors, whether see today also you are having some interviews. After 10 o'clock we are in the interviews, because tomorrow, day after tomorrow, they have a final HR and TR. All these HRs and TR, they're only concerned about you understood the concept better. How can you implement? Because all these three I have said you can implement easily, and your seniors has done this already. So not only understand the class, you need to understand implementing these classes, which is very important. Any other doubt, please unmute yourself and we can discuss. And this is regarding the number of students attending the class are very less. Daily, the number is getting decreased. For what reason, I don't know. Do you have any other programs that has to be attended today?
Vedic, sir.
But Vedic will happen only after 10 o'clock, or it is also at 9 o'clock? Because AI classes are classes which will be helpful for not only your particular JNTU, but because to explore further in your computer science and engineering, to do better in your campus placements, all these places where you use this AI. But that is the reason this initial discussions are very important. Anyway, if you have any doubts, please unmute yourself and participate in that Google class, because every day I'm giving some queries, like in the terms of quizzes, and I could only get 30 to 40. In the last week, I got only 60 out of 180. Very less response from this class. You have any doubts, please unmute yourself, or you can just leave because you have other class at 10 o'clock. And whenever you join, you better to join with your roll number, because we are downloading the attendance list from this place and you are giving it to the corresponding office in the terms of your HOD office or any other office. You need to get the attendance, you have to sign with your name. With respect to number also, number is most important. And thank you very much.